We have this problem here in Yucatan. I've read that it's all over Merida, and I guess it's everywhere. I seem to recall maybe it's in the United States too. But in July, I love gardenia shrubs, the scent of it. It's a childhood memory, and I planted 7 of these that I got at the nursery. And I wasn't living here at the time. I was still living in Merida, and my superintendent sent me a message in Spanish the next day in a video, and he was so mad because he had come in one morning. They did to 4 of the 7 plants, and apparently they didn't finish with this one. I guess they would have come back the next night. Anyway, my guy took it really personally, which is fine. But he went, I can only describe it as full-blown apocalypse now, napalm in the morning, nuclear on the ants. They're very hard to find in the daytime because they only come out at night. But he was able to trace the little leaf cuttings back that they leave here and there, and he found the mound. And I'm going to show you what a mound looks like. It's not what you think at all. It's really just a hole in the ground in a very concealed spot. So here we are burning the mound. I put poison on it too at night. Actually, every night now I've started going for a walk at about 9 o'clock around the property with a high intensity flashlight. And I look for these ants. Obviously I want to keep them away from my ornamental shrubs there at the front of the house, but I really don't want them anywhere. So I'd say probably now that I'm watching for them, I find them 1 time out of 4 nights. What can happen is the little queen, if you don't kill her, she can make 800 new ants a day. And so they're quite prolific. So this morning I marked the mound, which again is not a mound, it's just a hole in the ground in a very wooded and probably rocky spot like you see here. And I showed it to Salvador, and you missed the bigger flame here a minute. I suppose he put probably a liter of diesel down in the hole. There were he found 2 holes poking around, and just went, he and one of my other men were just yelling and screaming at him. Hold on, I think he's going to try and pick one up to see if he finds more. Let's see what's under there. Moss?
Moss.
Huh?
Sí.
Huh? See? Huh? Ah, mucho más.
Mucho más.
Oh, no bueno.
Diesel, no bueno. Gasoline.
Gasoline? Ah. So, you might have just heard him tell me that the diesel's not his preferred method of treatment. And as you know, gasoline is quite explosive, so I'm going to stand back here. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Anyway, as you saw, we found the mound and the hole, and then Salvador, with his 2,000-year tradition of Mayan experience, knew what to do and started turning the rocks upside down, and then they started coming out because they don't normally come out in the daytime. So whether or not we'll get the queen with this firebombing, I don't know. But what I have learned is you can't give up. That's why every night, even if I found them last night, I'll go for a walk tonight. It just takes me about 15 minutes, and I carry the poison with me. They are relentless. Salvador was boasting to one of the other guys about the destruction that they'd wreaked on them, and the guy had been clearing over here in another area and said there was another mound. So my guys were quite excited to have an opportunity to come and do some more. Here we are. Let's see what we found, if anything. This is a really big rock, if you can't tell. Muchos.
The house.
The house? The casa.
The casa.
لا بيعملوا ما تشتري والكس بيعمل تبعنا.
Ha.
تبعنا.
What they're saying is they found the house of the ants. And here we go. Yeah, I'm moving back. The fun goes on. I wish you could be here with me to see how excited my guys are. So another one came up who had been clearing in another place and was excited to tell them that he knew where another casa was. So that's what we've gone to find here.
De palma no bueno.
Muerto?
La
Okay.
hormiga.
Yeah, go ahead. Finito.
Oh,
Oh,
mucho.
Diaz meal. That are the workers, but you just got to kill the queen. The queen is my nemesis because if you don't kill her and you kill 2,000 ants, she'll just replace them in 2 days. So that's what we're doing here. We're trying and hoping that we can smother the queen with this. And my guys now have lost their enthusiasm for firebombing because they don't have any more to do. Well, I keep saying that that's the last one, but these guys, you have to appreciate something about the Mayans, is what my guys know, they learned from their father, who learned from his father, who learned from his father. They have hundreds and hundreds, I guess millennia of tradition and experience. And somehow they can just walk along and they can see these things on the ground. So today we were obviously looking for them, so that's what they're doing. And it was, we started to walk away from the last one, they found another one. And so I don't know if they've killed the palm or not yet. It still looks pretty healthy. But again, I don't care if we kill the palm, as long as we get the ants.